the shakeup at the Department of Homeland Security is one that's beginning to sort of come into clearer view, and this is the ramping up of an accelerated, aggressive program to deport many more people than are now being deported. So the plan is through Kristi Noem, who likes to, as you know, dress up in camo, carry around various assault-type weapons. She is shaking up the world of ICE, and she's doing it under the edict of President Trump and his right-hand man, Stephen Miller. And I'd suggest that Stephen Miller's the real both architect of this and the muscle behind it, because Trump is busy dancing in Japan on his Asia trip, and I think he's slowly kind of losing it even more than he'd lost it before. In any case, the plan is to install Border Patrol officials for a more aggressive migrant crackdown. They approved a list of ICE leaders to be replaced by Border Patrol officials in coming days, and they are saying they want the arrest numbers to be much, much higher than they are. They've welcomed the aggressive tactics to get arrests, and they've also, it seems, welcomed the high-profile, I would suggest, performative nature of some of this, like the Black Hawk helicopters and the rappelling down. But this is stuff that they like. The Trump administration likes the Black Hawk helicopters. They like the fact that the ICE agents are rappelling down from the helicopters and jumping into Home Depot parking lots and car washes, and they like this. No corner safe, no apartment building will be secure. The ICE world is our world now. The world of ICE is going to change. The mentality is that they're doing what they're told, and the administration thinks ICE isn't getting the job done aggressively enough. So it'll be Border Patrol that will do it. The White House has signed off on a list of at least a dozen directors of ICE field officers who are set to be reassigned in coming days. They said that at least half of them would be replaced by Border Patrol agents and officials.
Who will be more aggressive.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Right. It's crazy because you see what's happening already and how aggressive it already is with the tackling of people on the street, and just the way people are being taken into custody, the way they're waiting outside the courtrooms and slamming people to the ground. How could it be more aggressive? I'm wondering. This is not good.
They want bigger numbers, and then there's this guy. There's one particular guy, and Greg Bovino is his name. And this guy, Greg Bovino, in fact, I was just reading a piece about him this morning, because he's someone who worked out of the El Centro division, and he is now being ordered to make daily court appearances in Chicago because he's been so much, in the court's opinion, in violation of protocol. He's a shoot first and ask questions later kind of guy. He moved, I want to say 300 immigrants, at least 300, that he took from the Imperial Valley, I believe it was, in California. And he, again, this is not his jurisdiction. He personally administered their arrest. They're agricultural workers, okay? Just to be clear who they are. They're not what is it? Trend Agua or MS-13 or whatever, whatever their new, this is all bullshit anyway. But he's the Border Patrol chief, Greg Bovino, and he was at the federal building in Chicago. They've had 1,800 arrests, and there are many complaints, as Kim has noted, of excessive force.
Yeah, the judge. There's a judge that says you guys got to stop pepper spraying people. You have to do it, and they wouldn't. and they didn't comply, and now she's got the head of, I don't know if the CBP or ICE, that has to meet with her every single day to go over, okay, what happened? What's the use of force today?
What is happening right now with ICE is completely outside of the law, said, I believe that was the judge's quote.
Mm-hmm.
It's brutal, it's unjust, and it's unconstitutional. And I think we all need to stand up and be heard. That was, I believe, a protester who may have said that. I mean, no, it was the judge, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a continuation of the quote from the judge in Chicago. Kids dressed in Halloween costumes walking to a parade do not pose an immediate threat to law enforcement officers, and you can't use riot control weapons against them. The judge also said agents must wear badges, and they are banned from certain riot control techniques against peaceful protesters and journalists. And as Kim has noted, she was concerned that they weren't following that order. She'd seen footage of them using tear gas and also these other aggressive tactics. They must tell people what they are going to do before they do it so people have the opportunity to comply, she said. That's what I meant, and that's not what I've seen in any of these videos. So, yeah. So she'll be requiring them. Go ahead. Yeah.
So now Judge Sarah Ellis says Bovino, the man which you have detailed, has to appear before her. He's got to come on in and give her the rundown of who they're using force against on a daily basis, because they can't seem to listen to her ruling and implement it.
There is a true sense in this administration, and it comes from the top down, of don't pay any attention to what the judge says.
Yeah.
Don't pay any attention to protocol. Don't pay any attention to the law. We are the law. This is the new way. And so this guy Bovino, keep an eye on him, because he is sort of the profile and model of what Trump and Miller want, which is ignoring the law. Just bring me these people. Just extend the dragnet as much as you have to. These aren't criminal enterprises of any kind being broken up, as we've talked about before. So again, and they note here in this piece, what I was telling you before, Bovino is that guy who has created such havoc in Los Angeles. He also led the immigration operation in LA in recent months, leading to thousands of arrests. Agents smashed car windows, blew open a door to a house, patrolled MacArthur Park on horseback. And in Chicago, similar Border Patrol operations have led to viral footage of tense confrontations with protesters. So that's the situation with him. He'll be in court in Chicago, and they will keep an eye on that. But the bottom line is both he's being held accountable in Chicago, and ICE at the federal level is being rotated now, and a bunch of the top people are being replaced by much more aggressive managing styles and administrative styles when it comes to arrests. Look for those numbers to go up of arrests, and also look for the brutality, I suspect, to be amplified, because that seems to be the calling card of this crew. Hi, it's Mark, and I thought that was great. Hit the notification bell, you'll know whenever there's a new video being dropped, and please subscribe to our channel to help us save the universe.